Hey everybody, welcome to Friday, January 7th. We've got 4 more inches of snow here in DC, but I still have to go to work. So yesterday I did an interview with my good friend Anne Cox, and we had both tuned in prior to the interview, and we both had pretty much the same theme of what we were going to go through. And what we talked about is, who the heck do we think we are? As healers, teachers, mentors, guides, instructors, who do we think we are? Trying to tell someone else what journey they should be on. And why is everybody in such a rush, right? So in this conversation, one of the things I wanted to mention and I completely forgot about was, this doesn't excuse you from doing your work. You've got to do your work. And you got to do it at your pace and what works for you. And to step out and find healers, teachers, instructors that jive with your vibe. That just jive with your vibe and get you on your path. Just to get the baby steps onto the path, which then ignites and sparks the DNA within you. And yesterday the card was your DNA blueprint. So we're each unique in our DNA. We each have fingerprints on our fingertips that are unique to us, including identical twins. They may share the same DNA, but they do not have the same fingerprints. And the whole point of this is, you can be in the back seat and not see the same things the people in the front seat see. You can scoot over and have a window seat in the back seat and see something different than maybe somebody in the middle of the back seat. You can move up and be the passenger, and you're going to see things differently from the passenger seat. But it's time to move on and get into the driver's seat. And instead of being 10 and 2, meaning start to finish, start to destination, where many people just want to get there and they're like this, and they forget about the journey and the scenic routes and the scenery that is around them. So that is what Anne and I were trying to say, is if we're hurrying up to get to a destination, are we missing valuable information or experiences that could be so helpful on this journey to the destination? So our point was, don't let other people tell you what you need to do. They may share their information, but it's up to you to gather your own conclusions, your own thought processes, your own feelings, your own perceptions. And the Christ consciousness is about the oneness. So we can agree to disagree and still have love in our heart for other people. We just can, especially on this path. When you awaken to the fact that we are all one, we're all big one consciousness. We just may appear to be in separate things. Physical bodies, buildings, rocks, stones, water, whatever. But we're all connected. We're all made from earth product, standing on earth, and we're all made from star product, standing on earth at this time. So coming together and intersecting in different places through our pathways is critically important. But we were not saying don't do your work. We're saying do your work, but enjoy your work. You don't need to be on the fast track where you might be missing things, but then you don't want to go at a snail's pace either, where you're filtering information and maybe over filtering information, which may slow you down or clog you up or congest you. So The key is to get into the driver's seat and to take this beautiful vehicle and have the experiences that the soul asked you to have, that you designed before you came in here. So allow the spirit, the soul of the spirit, everything, begin to guide you, and let your meter be your love points and your joy points. And yeah, we got to do other things that we got to do during the day, but we can stop, drop, sit, connect with the breath, and connect with just maybe some gratitude and appreciation, and expand the lungs, reset the nervous system, and see things in a different way than we are when we're huffing and puffing 10 and 2. So this morning I asked what would be helpful for the viewers. And yesterday, as I said, I did the DNA card, which means you don't have to be a victim, blame, shame game anymore. You can be in the driver's seat of your DNA blueprint and begin to access it through getting to know your soul and your soul's mission. So today was nurture. And when it fell out, I thought, what? How does that have anything to do with anything? And so it's self-healing. It's the ruby ray. Birthing the new earth. Earth star. Divine co-creation. Grounding divine energies. Loving womb of Mother Gaia. Birthing the new earth. It says birthing the new earth like twice in that first little intro there. And then it says, I receive the high vibrational light of the ruby ray, which brings unconditional love and self-acceptance through a gentle embrace. So I'm going to say that again. I receive the high vibrational light of the ruby ray, which brings unconditional love and self-acceptance through a gentle embrace. So just a couple other little words, because I don't know a lot about the ruby ray, so this was interesting. So the deep love of the ruby ray descends to heal separation, trauma, and negative self-talk. I'm going to read that again. The deep love of the ruby ray descends to heal separation, trauma, and negative self-talk. So I know I touched base yesterday on, although I am extremely powerful and I know this and I live and breathe it and walk and talk it, I'm also learning every single day as a student. And I may meet people where I might be in 12th grade and they're in 6th grade, and some people might be in 2nd grade, and there's a little bit of a like, how come we can't be like you? And I'm always like, look, you're going to learn on your own segues, your own pathways, and then you're going to learn stuff in your way, and you're going to come back and show me. So just embrace every single second of every single day and be in this loving acceptance of yourself. And stop all the negative talk and giving power to someone else. So my point to that was, I literally was in a group that I thought I was following a mentorship. But when I asked basic questions, I got very bizarre answers. But I kept overriding it, thinking, okay, well, somewhere there's a point, somewhere there's a lesson in this. So let me just sit back and be with it. But every time it occurred over a 90-day period, I would be like stumped until something occurred where I didn't follow directions that this particular, what I thought was a mentor, suggested that I do. And basically I got the boot from the group. So, I'm okay with that, because I'll just start another group, or they just taught me a lesson on how to allow each and every one that I come across to be their individualistic DNA blueprint, and to allow me to admire that and to applaud that and to encourage that. And because each time we're waking each other up with different ways of doing things, hearing things, seeing things, feeling things. So when I say get in the driver's seat and find someone who jives with your vibe, that's what you want to do. You want to get somebody that's like, you know what, this personality kind of works with me for right now. But then you may flip over and find somebody else, and this person and that person, and then you may become the person. But whatever it is, remember who you are. And remember what you're here to do by connecting with that soul and understanding the communion and union of the soul over the mind mission. Feel that love in your heart. Watch it grow through these experiences, which is very different than the mission of the mind and the monkey mind. So if I can help you on this journey, my information is in the description. It's in the description. But please remember, no negative self-talk and no negative talk to other people. So when other people are talking about current affairs and how it's affecting them and how horrible it is, if that isn't uplifting to you in that moment, step away from it before you just join in. The water cooler talk, as we used to say. Don't gather at the water cooler and start talking about nothing. Set the example. Be the mentor. Walk your walk. Tap into your original divine blueprint. And nurture yourself, which in turn will mentor and be an example to others. Enjoy your Friday, folks. Much love to each and every one of you.